Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Molly VandenBerg, Google technology expert. Thanks for joining us again, Molly.
Thank you so much, as always, for having me, Fred.
Well, the holiday shopping season is well underway, I guess, with Black Friday and Cyber Monday behind us now. Give us a bit of an overview of what we're seeing as far as consumers heading online to do their shopping this year.
Absolutely. Online shopping is actually more searched in 2020 than any time in Google history. So tons of folks looking to take care of their shopping online, perhaps now more than ever. And of course, what we see is that people have been taking part in Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but a lot of people are still getting started or looking for ideas. And so one thing that we put together that launches today is a Google Shopping gift guide, which you can find at g.co/gift guide. And this takes a look at the searches over the past couple of months and allows us to predict what might be some trending products in December. And we do this for every type of person on your list. So whether it's the techie or the aspiring chef or for the kids, there are some excellent ideas there of trending products that can get you started.
So what are some of the hot trending products this year?
Of course, in the technology category, no surprise that we see things like the Apple Watch Series 6 or the iPhone 12, as well as the Google Pixel 5, so those new phones that came out this year. Also something like a graphics card. I know my brother has taken to building his own computer since we've all been staying distant and at home a little bit more, so it seems like he's not alone in that. But I also always love the toys category, and one thing that I learned about was the Cocomelon musical bedtime JJ doll, and this is based off of a very popular YouTube series, so we think that that will be a big one, as well as the Squishmallow characters, especially that shark. But I was also heartened to see some things that I remember from my own childhood, like Pokemon and Barbie dream houses still trending. So I think that that is to say that there are definitely some things that stand the test of time and weather the trends as well.
Some toys live on, and of course, parents might be looking for ways to get the kids involved with things that don't involve a screen from time to time.
Exactly. I think that you raise a really good point. So many of us have spent increasing amounts of screen time over the past couple of months, whether we're learning virtually or going to work remotely. And so I think that that's very true. And so it's nice to see some things that are possibly a little bit more classic. I will also say that when we take a look at this list, I'm wondering if some of these might be the fidget spinner of 2020, if you remember those. There are things like the Pop It from Chuckle and Roar, which is kind of a reusable bubble wrap popping game to a certain extent, or something called the Simple Dimple. So I think another way to, keep your hands busy in a very tactile way.
It's kind of funny. So when you're shopping online, of course, security should be considered and top of mind. So tell us what people should be concerned about. What are the threats?
Online security is so important, especially as you are shopping online and submitting payment information. You want to keep that information secure. And so one of my best tips, and something that a lot of people don't do, is to use unique passwords. I know a lot of us have different accounts on different websites for their loyalty programs or to get promo codes. And we can get in the habit of using the same password over and over because it's easy to remember. But that is kind of like using the same key to unlock your house and your car and your office. And so the more that you can vary those, the better. But if you're anything like me, it can be kind of hard to keep track. So another thing I like to recommend is for people to use a password manager. And there are a lot of options out there. But if you have a Google account, there's actually one built right in. And that way it can suggest drawn and unique passwords for you, but you don't have to remember them all. So that's definitely something to keep in mind as you head from website to website this holiday season.
Yeah, that really can be a headache remembering the passwords, but as you said, a password manager is a good solution there. And when it comes to budgeting, when you're out there spending all this money online, sometimes it's tough to keep track. So you have some assistance there too?
We do, just as important as finding the perfect gift, which is staying within your budget. And I'm notorious for building out a big spreadsheet in my family of all of my holiday purchases, but there are some things that make it a little bit easier on me this year. And some of those are actually features within the redesigned Google Pay app. So a lot of us are familiar with Google Pay as a safe and contactless way to pay. And I know a lot of people are interested in that contactless nature for this holiday season as well. But the new features are really great in that you can also link your accounts to get a full picture of your finances. Or my favorite thing to do is use the search feature. So if you are looking to remember how much you spent at Target when you picked up a bunch of gifts for your family members, or if you are a sucker for the holiday drinks at a certain coffee shop and you want to understand how much you spent on lattes in December, you can make those sorts of searches and get an answer back, which I think is really convenient for people looking to stay on top of their spending.
Some of those numbers might be frightening, I guess, for some people. So once again, where is the site that people can go to get the info on hot holiday gifts?
You can head to g.co/gift guide.
Molly VandenBerg, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thank you as always, Fred.
Now this. It takes a lot of listening to build a better radio, and that's just what the folks at C. Crane have done. Bob Crane and his crew, nestled among the rivers and tallest trees in the world in Fortuna, California, have made a habit of listening to their customers. And that's just what they've done in building the CC Skywave SSB, the Swiss Army knife of portable radios. For everyday listening to AM or FM in the yard or patio or on the nightstand without having to drain a mobile phone battery, it's a great companion. But it is also a companion equipped for NOAA weather information and alerts that can be life-saving. You can listen to FEMA and Coast Guard transmissions too. Beyond all of that, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. It's compact, easy to take with you, and built to last. The CC Skywave SSB. Click on the link at Techstination.com.